Before we dive into ancient secrets, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more epic pharaoh stories, and tell us in the comments what fascinates you most about ancient Egypt. Let's begin with the story of Userkaf, a name that echoes from the sands of time. Userkaf was the founding pharaoh of Egypt's 5th dynasty, a man whose reign marked a turning point in religion, politics, and architecture. Userkaf came to power around 2498 BC. During the Old Kingdom, he ruled for about 7 years. Though his parentage is debated, he likely belonged to the royal bloodline of the 4th dynasty. Some scholars believe he was the son of Menkaure or of Queen Khentkaus I. Others link him to Neferhitips, a royal lady tied to Jedefah and Hetepheres II. This mystery around his family hints at a turbulent time. Egypt might have been facing dynastic rivalries. Userkaf's rise may have been a political move to unify 2 royal branches. He possibly married Khentkaus I or Neferhitips, both of whom had royal connections. Their son, Sahure, would later succeed Userkaf as king of Egypt. Though Userkaf's reign was short, it was transformative. He shifted the kingdom's focus toward the sun god Re. As a former high priest of Re, he had deep ties to this cult. His reign marked the moment Re became the dominant state god, with kings now seen as his sons. This set the stage for the entire 5th dynasty. Userkaf's most important religious project was the sun temple called Nekhenre, built between Abu Sir and Abu Ghorab. It wasn't just a temple, it was a symbol of divine power. The temple's rituals focused on Ra's role as creator and the king's divine sonship. Later pharaohs followed this tradition for over 80 years. The Nekhenre featured an altar, shrines, and a central mound, possibly with a falcon perch for the sun god. By the 6th year of Userkaf's reign, daily offerings of 2 oxen and 2 geese were ordered. He also donated over 34,000 acres of land to maintain the temple, an immense endowment for the Old Kingdom. The temple evolved through 4 building phases, growing even after Userkaf's death. Eventually, it gained a massive granite obelisk. Its architecture mirrored that of pyramid complexes, with a valley temple, causeway, and high temple, but its layout aligned more with Heliopolis than the cardinal directions. Userkaf also built a pyramid in Saqqara, near Djoser. It was smaller than those of the 4th dynasty, but its mortuary temple was richly decorated with painted reliefs. The temple was oddly placed on the south side of the pyramid, possibly for solar alignment or proximity to sacred sites. His pyramid complex introduced a new artistic tradition: nature scenes and funerary art. These included hunting in the marshes, birds, butterflies, symbols of order over chaos. This reinforced the king's role as Iri Ma'at, the one who establishes cosmic order. These themes later became common in royal tombs. Beside his pyramid, Userkaf built a smaller pyramid for his queen, likely Neferhitips. Though now ruined, the queen's pyramid had its own mortuary temple with courtyards, altars, and decorated walls showing offerings and animal processions. It mimicked the king's complex, but on a smaller scale. Very little remains of Userkaf's funerary cult today, but it was active during the early 5th dynasty. Priests like Tahotep, Tepmank, and Per-Nukai maintained his worship. However, by the Middle Kingdom, the cult had faded, and parts of his temple were reused in later constructions. Interestingly, Userkaf's legacy lived on in later centuries. During the Ramesside period, Prince Kamweset, son of Ramesses II, restored his pyramid. Reliefs from his temple were copied during the 26th dynasty, showing his lasting cultural impact, even if his political legacy was relatively short-lived. Userkaf wasn't just a builder and religious reformer. He might have also led military campaigns. Reliefs show him smiting Asiatic enemies, likely Bedouins. Records mention possible expeditions to Nubia, Canaan, or the Eastern Desert. Some 303 pacified rebels may have been conscripted into pyramid work. He also established early trade with the Aegean. A stone vessel inscribed with the name of his sun temple was found on the Greek island of Nekhenre, evidence of Egypt's outreach. His reign marked the beginning of Egypt's commercial influence in the wider Mediterranean world, a trend that would continue. Sculptures of Userkaf are rare, but significant. One greywack head shows him wearing the red crown of Lower Egypt. Another, possibly his, in painted limestone, wears the white crown of Upper Egypt. These are among the few surviving Old Kingdom statues that show royal headgear in such detail. The largest find is a colossal granite head from a Sphinx statue found at his mortuary temple. It's the biggest royal head from the Old Kingdom after the Great Sphinx. The statue once wore the Nekhenre headdress with the cobra symbols of divine kingship. This shows how Userkaf portrayed power through art. Despite his youth, he may have died in his early 20s. Userkaf achieved immense influence. His religious reforms, architectural innovations, and political legacy laid the foundation for the entire 5th dynasty. His successors would continue to build sun temples and shift Egypt's focus toward Re. According to the royal annals, Userkaf's reign was recorded over at least 7 compartments. His third cattle count used to assess taxes was mentioned. Since cattle counts were biennial, this marks year 6. The Turin canon confirms a 7-year reign. Manetho later exaggerated it to 28 years. Artifacts with his name are rare but include a diorite jar, a 5 Deben weight, and seals from Elephantine and Bulak. These are now housed in museums like the British Museum and the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Their scarcity supports the idea that his reign was brief, but influential. Reliefs from Sahure's causeway show Sahure with his queen and his mother Nefertits. This strongly suggests she was Userkaf's wife. Their daughter Kamat is mentioned in a nobleman's tomb. Another son, Weza Ifri, was buried in Saqqara, further linking the royal family line. Userkaf's queen, Nefertits, held titles like Mother of the King and Daughter of the King. This confirms her dual role as royal wife and noble blood. Her name appears near Userkaf's pyramid, and statues depict her with a royal uraeus reserved for queens of highest rank in Old Kingdom Egypt. Userkaf's rule marks a shift from the Giza-focused 4th dynasty to a new religious and political order. Instead of grand pyramids, attention turned to solar temples and priestly power. The influence of Heliopolis and Ra's priesthood grew stronger, especially with Userkaf as a former priest himself. His era laid the groundwork for decentralized royal authority. Temples and priests gained more power, and bureaucracy expanded. Officials like Hatshepsut became powerful, marrying royal daughters. The shift helped kings like Sahure and Niuser maintain control through religion rather than just force. Userkaf's pyramid, though now ruined, has been excavated. Its core was built of rubble, causing fast decay. Yet its limestone casing once shone in the sun. The burial chamber held a shattered sarcophagus and bones, possibly Userkaf's. Thieves and erosion left the site nearly unrecognizable today. The mortuary temple's surviving blocks include hunting scenes, royal processions, and food offerings. These give insights into early 5th dynasty beliefs. One rare scene shows the king in a papyrus marsh, symbolizing renewal and rebirth. A powerful message tying nature to eternal kingship. The temple was oriented slightly off true north, possibly to align with solar paths. This departure from Giza's perfect symmetry reflected the solar cult's growing dominance. The architecture foreshadowed the sun temples of Niuser and others, who followed Userkaf's religious innovations closely. Archaeologists also uncovered parts of his valley temple and causeway. Though mostly destroyed, traces of walls and inscriptions suggest scenes of festivals, farming, and offerings. These depictions served magical purposes, ensuring the king's nourishment and safety in the afterlife forever. Many inscriptions in his complex show the Ankh, Jed, and were symbols, life, stability, and power. These were not only religious icons but tools of state propaganda. Userkaf's reign used art and religion to reinforce royal ideology. The pharaoh was not just ruler but divine guardian of order. Userkaf's son, Sahure, built an even more elaborate pyramid complex at Abusa. His scenes of naval expeditions and foreign tribute trace their origins to Userkaf's changes. The Fifth Dynasty became a golden age of temple building, bureaucratic organization, and religious centralization. Although Userkaf's rule was brief, his innovations defined the dynasty. He shifted Egypt's spiritual compass from Horus to Ra. He reimagined how kings should be remembered, not just as builders of tombs, but as eternal sons of the sun god. His influence would echo for centuries. By the Middle Kingdom, his name faded from records, but the impact of his reforms endured. Later pharaohs revived his titles or borrowed from his temple layouts. The idea of divine kingship tied to Ra became standard. Userkaf, in a way, was the architect of this ideological shift. Sun temples, while built by his successors, lost importance by the Sixth Dynasty. But they marked a moment in history when Egypt's religion, politics, and architecture moved in unison. Userkaf was the catalyst. Without his vision, the Old Kingdom's spiritual legacy might have been different. Though his mummy is unconfirmed, archaeologists found remains inside his pyramid. They belonged to a man in his 20s, matching the time frame of his rule. Skull damage suggests possible injury or assassination, raising questions about how and why Userkaf's reign ended so soon. If he was murdered, it may have been due to internal rivalries. His reforms could have upset powerful factions in Memphis or Giza. The priesthood gained power, but perhaps at a cost. Unfortunately, no surviving records confirm how Userkaf died or who might have opposed him. His name means, his Ka is powerful. The Ka represented the soul's vital force. It's fitting then that Userkaf focused his reign on empowering the Ka of the sun god Ra. He linked his own spirit with the divine, establishing a connection that justified his rule and those who followed. Despite limited monuments, Userkaf's reign is a favorite among scholars. Why? Because it marks a clear pivot. Everything changed. Religion, art, power. From this point on, Egypt was no longer just the land of pyramids. It was the land of Ra. The king was his chosen son on earth. Even today, archaeologists study Userkaf's era to understand the evolution of Egyptian kingship. His reign helps connect the grandeur of the Fourth Dynasty with the priestly order of the Fifth. He is the bridge between pyramids and sun temples, between mystery and history. Few kings have such impact with so short a reign. He built less, but changed more. His successors remembered him not with towering monuments, but with ideas. Ideas that reshaped Egypt's theology and political balance for generations. That's the real legacy of Userkaf. So when we think of Egypt's ancient glory, let's not forget Userkaf. Behind the crumbling stones of Saqqara and the fading reliefs of his temple lies the story of a visionary, a young king, a priest-turned-ruler, who dared to turn the state toward the blazing eye of A. And as we uncover his world, bit by bit, stone by stone, we begin to see more than a pharaoh. We see the beginnings of a religious revolution. We see how one man's vision could change the face of a civilization built on sand, stone, and the sun. That man was Userkaf. So what do you think of Userkaf? Was he a genius reformer, or just a ruler in the right place at the right time? Let us know in the comments. Your thoughts fuel our next discoveries. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Fifth Dynasty, We've got more ancient stories coming soon. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next epic pharaoh tale. Hit the bell icon to stay notified. And give this video a thumbs up if you learned something new. Sharing helps the channel grow, so spread the history. Now let's look at some rare facts about Userkaf. Did you know his sun temple was the first of its kind? Later pharaohs copied its layout. Or that the cult of Ra gained massive wealth under his rule land. Cattle, workers. His temple income was larger than many towns. He truly changed how religion and economy were linked. And here's another. Userkaf may have been deified after death. Some inscriptions use language normally reserved for gods. While not officially worshipped like Osiris or Horus, he may have received divine honors from priests who saw him as Ra's true servant. Some archaeologists think Userkaf was buried twice. After tomb robbers struck, priests might have reburied him secretly. No royal sarcophagus remains, adding to the mystery. His tomb may still hold secrets, hidden in the sands of Saqqara, waiting to be uncovered. One theory even claims Khentkaus I took power after him, briefly ruling as king. She may have built her own tomb in Giza and styled herself with both male and female titles. Her son Sahure then continued Userkaf's reforms, blending two dynasties into one lasting legacy. Userkaf's story reminds us, history isn't always written in stone. It's in the gaps, the silence, the mysteries. It's in the way one change, one temple, one belief can reshape the soul of a civilization. Egypt's golden age wasn't just built on pyramids, but on vision. Through sun temples, political reform, and art, Userkaf planted the seeds of a new Egypt. His name might not be as famous as Khufu or Ramesses, but his impact was just as real. Quiet power, subtle change, these are the tools of legacy. And his legacy still glows today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through the life of Userkaf, drop a comment with your favorite part. Want more pharaohs like this? Check our channel playlist for more dynastic deep dives. Every click helps us tell more stories lost to time. See you in the next episode of Egypt Bite. Until then, remember, behind every ruin, there's a ruler. Behind every myth, a man. And behind every stone, a story waiting to be told. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And keep exploring the wonders of ancient Egypt.